Everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today we are building in Anchorpoint Abode. It is a rental lot. There was a house already existing here, but I demolished it to recreate one of these shells, or actually a few of the shells that surround this house. When I saw these in the gameplay trailer and the stream, I was like, I want to create that so I can live in it, because it's just such a cute looking house. And there's a couple of them in a row right there. You can see like off in the distance, there's like a blue one, a white one, a tan one. So we are doing a modern style one. And we go through different, like, I'm trying to match the roof as much as possible, but it was quite tough because we don't have some of the stuff that that are on the shells, some of the nicer objects that would make it match like perfectly. And then the platforms were glitching out, so I did have to take them out of the back two little pillars there. As far as the front, I did not use curves here. I tried it in a build before this one, and it just didn't work because I couldn't get the curve to be small enough, where it actually just made the front of the house look so strange, and it didn't really look all that nice. So we decided to go with angled walls on the front, and I do incorporate the angled portion or angled bump out on another portion of the house, which isn't commonly done in the other shells, just from my research of tab cameraman mode, like zooming around the world, investigating, getting a nice close look at it. But I thought it was just a nice touch to do to make this one a little bit more unique, a little bit different. So we're basically considering this one as like it was a shell, or like it already existed and we're just renovating it. So with it being a rental, it comes in at 774 simoleons per day, which is like, whoa. I was not expecting it to be like that much per day, but I guess if your Sims are gonna like vacation here in San Sequoia, if you're gonna only stay a day or two or a couple days, like, just be prepared to spend the simoleons to live in this house if you wanted to stay here. But the actual overall lot value is 77,983 simoleons. So it's actually a pretty expensive house, I guess, which would explain the high rental price. It is 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. And the interesting part about this house too is that all of the bedrooms are on the lower level, and then the main living space is on the upper level. So I'm sure you probably noticed that by now, but it is going to be a flopped floor plan, or flipped rather. I shouldn't say flopped. We're not really like flopping it, we're just flipping it around, and because normally like living space is on the bottom and then like bedrooms are second floor. We do go through a variety of colors, and I have to say that building it, I went with this darker color, but in the screenshots you'll see that the house is like totally different because I did some additional landscaping and like fine touches off camera, and I just kept looking at the house and I'm like, it's just too dark. Like the other like shells are like very light colored, very like airy looking, and mine was just like so dark, and I was like, there's something about it. And it's the color. It was the color of the exterior. Because as soon as I made it into a lighter color, it just looks so much better. And you'll see that in the screenshots in the end. It's like a softer, like lighter gray plaster color. It's very nice. It's entirely like a nice light gray color, and it goes great with the black windows. So in this area, we're doing the kitchen. It's going to have a giant island, and I do move the new growing together range in there. And I was originally going to put the fridge on the other side, and I thought that's kind of weird. Let's not separate it out. Let's plop that where the stove was originally going to go. I thought about trying to squeeze a table in front of the window there, but then it was just getting a little too close to the island there for my liking. So I was like, this is a perfect spot right in the center here by the front door. Do a little table here, some, pictures. I do a little bit of clutter And speaking of clutter, I do want to go over the packs that this rental lot or build uses, and that is the Sims 4 base game, obviously. And then there's Growing Together, Eco Lifestyle, Dream Home Decorator, Bathroom Clutter Kit, and Everyday Clutter Kits. So I used some clutter kits and some additional packs rather than just the base game and the Growing Together expansion pack like in my last speed build, 10 Hopewell Lane. I limited myself to just that. But in this build, I decided to use a little bit of extra items because I wanted to. I felt like it was important for this kind of build. I probably could have got away with limiting myself again, but there is going to be a time and a place for that. There's plenty of builds that I can do. I had more time to be able to explore the world. So I hopped around to all the different lots that I could and then used the cameraman mode and just kind of like zoomed around and took a look at everything. And it's a very pretty world. There's so much detail everywhere. It's amazing. I have to say that some of the stuff would have been great if it was like accessible, but most of the things are surprisingly accessible by Sims, so that's good. There's a lot of like walking areas and places that your Sims can walk, but then in areas where you think that they could walk, they can't, which is a little, oh, well, but hey, it's still a great world. It's very pretty. Yeah, as far as other builds, I do want to do a recreation center. I don't know whether I should do one for San Sequoia or like another Sims 4 world, like Willow Creek or maybe San Myshuno in the city, something like that. I'm not really sure yet, but I think I might go with San Sequoia first since we're here and it gives me kind of like more time to build in the world. Not like it's going anywhere, but like there are so many other lots that I also want to build on. So it's like very tough. Like I have a lot of ideas like just swishing around in my head of like, oh, I could build on this lot. Oh, I could build this. Oh, I could build that. Oh, I want to build this. And it's just like, okay, Arthur, stop. You can build. So little by little. In here, we do another baby or infant nursery. I use a lot of the new infant baby clutter. We have another changing table, cute little panda chair. There are so many different swatches on that chair, but I went with panda this time. And then the wall decal, they have a couple of different swatches for that. And I think this one is a monkey reading a book. Which I thought was pretty cool. I do love the little like decor piece that they it kind of looks like arts and crafts and like a kid made it like on a plate. I used that I believe in my previous build, but I also used it again above the baby changing table in this build as well. It's just such a cool, like there's so much detail and like little things, so it was such a cool thing to use. I also want to mention that down here in the like bedroom space, there's going to be a game table. It's just a regular old table with some chairs, but in the bookshelves that I put in there, I do slide in the new board games, but also puzzle games as well, because there's also like your Sims can do jigsaw puzzles as well as like board games. So I thought that was very cool to have that kind of space. Instead of doing like another playroom, I thought let's do like a gaming room area. So that's like really good. In here, this is the master bath. It is all black, black and white accents basically. And it's got that famous shower tub combo that I love so much. I probably should use something else so I don't like get tired of it. But for now, we're going to use it in every bathroom in this house. In here, we have double twin beds. I thought this would be great for like kids. Since it's a rental, if you're having kids stay over, they can have a cool like bed. I put some lighting above the beds just because I just imagined them having like wall lights that they could turn on and off above the beds, or like reading lights. And then I put in some different toys and things just for like activities to do. Like the arts and crafts and some of the different clutter. I also put in the new friendship bracelet making kit, which is this tiny little object, but your Sims can like make friendship bracelets and then give them to other Sims, and the Sims will actually like wear them. That was something that was shown off in the Growing Together live stream, but I did find that object when I was exploring the catalog. So I decided to include it in this build, even though it's only like a rental house. But there's just so much new content and so like many new different items. Like I was trying to squeeze in a piano as well, because the new upright piano also came with Growing Together, but I could not fit it in. But we will be using that in a build. Don't worry. We will use the new upright piano in a build. I don't know when. Obviously, maybe the rec center. That would probably make sense, because if you're going to do a music room in the rec center, it would probably be there. But I also want to put it in a house too. Like I imagine like this like beautiful modern house with like floor to ceiling windows, but it's like double level, like 2 floors. And like the piano is just there, and like all of the natural light, like the sunlight is beaming through the windows, how it does in the game. And it's just like pretty and clean and modern, and it's just a focus on the piano. Yeah, I can see it already. If it comes out that way, probably not. But anyway, I also want to mention about my Growing Together giveaway. I'm doing another round of a giveaway. I will put a link in the video description below. The giveaway runs until March 25th, 2023. Yeah, it's pretty simple to enter. If you have Twitter, if you're here on YouTube, if you have both, you can enter. I'm giving away 2 packs. Again, 2 additional copies, because this pack is just so cool, and you know, it really adds a lot to the game. It really brings a lot to the game. As far as items, the world is great. I have to say, I do wish there were some more lots in the world itself. Like lots that you can actually like go and build on or visit or something. Because it just seems like it's small, but hey, you know, it works. It's beautiful. The detail of the world itself, though, I have to say, with each little area is very like well done. So despite the like small amount of lots, I think I was going to say like shortcoming of lots or something, but in the small amount of lots, I just feel like, you know, they did pull through in other areas. It's just so nice. So as you can see, the exterior color is totally different, totally changed, but it was just something I just had to do. Like I just had to do it. It just, something didn't look right. And I loved the house. It's just when I'm sitting there staring at it, like something just doesn't look right. And it was the exterior. So, because I wasn't bulldozing it by any means. Oh no, we were not bulldozing it. I had actually bulldozed this house like 3 times before I actually arrived to where I was, because I was trying a couple of different things with like the curved front area to match the shell as much as possible. But yeah, I also have to say that the windows and having the living space on the upper level gives you great views over the water, the boat marina, and just around the neighborhood, like from the kitchen island. It's just so pretty. And there's that shower tub combo again, but you can see a couple of the different swatches. I used like different swatches in each of the bathrooms because they have their own unique color. But anyway, this house is called Marina Rental, or rather this rental is called Marina Rental. You can find it on the Sims 4 gallery. My EA ID is TheSimified. Again, the lot value is 77,980 simoleons, or your Sims can rent it for 774 simoleons per day, which is steep. I'll just say it's steep. It's steep. Yeah, but it's well worth it. It's a great family home with 4 beds and 3 baths, so you really can't go wrong if you want to pay a visit to San Sequoia. And live in a great house by the water for a few days. It's just a great little getaway home. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and that's all I have for today. So I will see you in the next video. Have a great week.